It's 2021, and inside a sprawling multinational enterprise in Moscow, Mikhail and Dmitry are staring at a chaos map of departments, workflows, and sprawling contracts. The problem? Every team's optimizing their slice of the pie, but the whole pie is still shrinking. How do you mathematically tame that beast, the enterprise itself, not just the parts? Hold that question. The answer twists through systems, contracts, and human quirks in ways you won't expect. Most companies act like patchwork quilts of departments, each stitched tightly but disconnected. The authors insist the real power is in seeing the whole system, not just each patch. But how? In the early chapters, Belov and Novikov recount a giant Soviet-era factory struggling with poor output despite top-notch teams. Managers optimized production lines individually, but the factory's total performance dipped. It was like fixing every pipe in your house perfectly, but the water pressure still dropped. They realized the factory was a complex, interconnected organism, not just isolated units. Think of the enterprise as a living organism where the heart, lungs, and brain must sync perfectly. Patchy improvements are like boosting your leg muscles without oxygenating the blood. The body system can't thrive if parts don't integrate. This metaphor reveals why industries like marketing, manufacturing, and HR must align structurally and in process flows. Here's the kicker: local optimization often undermines the bigger goal. The authors hammer this home by showing how subdepartments chasing their KPIs can cause system-wide inefficiencies and contradict the principle of holism. In a nutshell, the whole enterprise underperforms when parts act like solo players, not an orchestra. Contracts aren't just legal docs, they're power tools in enterprise control. Belov and Novikov dive deep, revealing how contract theory can shape behaviors and align incentives across complex networks. The book drills into how Gazprom, Russia's energy giant, used innovative contracts to align incentives between executives and project teams. Before changes, each unit chased short-term gains, causing endless delays. After revamping contracts tied to overarching goals, Gazprom saw smoother project deliveries and trust blossomed between divisions. Contracts became more than binding papers. They were the enterprise's steering wheel. Think of contracts like dance choreography in a crowded ballroom. Without clear steps and roles, dancers collide and chaos ensues. Principal agent theory breaks down how people's interests diverge: managers vs employees, divisions versus headquarters. Contracts provide the rhythm and cues, reducing friction, incentivizing cooperation, and making sure the whole enterprise dances in sync. The payoff? When contracts are crafted not just for legal safety but as dynamic control levers, enterprises become more agile and responsive. This isn't about micromanagement. It's about crafting incentive ecosystems that nudge human behavior toward the company's holistic goals, a surprising twist on traditional management. Enter the wild frontier: humans. Enterprises aren't just machines or codes, people bring unpredictability. Mikhail and Dmitry tackle human behavior and resource planning mathematically, a bold move that changes the game. Chapter 6 introduces a fascinating case from a large automotive firm in St. Petersburg, where ignoring human factors in planning led to frequent project stalls and morale plummets. By modeling human capital, skills, motivation, interaction patterns, the firm developed better scheduling, balancing workloads realistically. It was like switching from a blunt hammer to a precision scalpel in workforce management. Imagine planning enterprise activities like air traffic control, where every flight task and runway resource must sync perfectly. The book's models act as an air traffic system for resources and human inputs, dynamically adjusting plans in real time as conditions shift. This concrete approach keeps complex, interdependent tasks flowing seamlessly instead of gridlocking. The final flourish is the optimal enterprise control framework, an integrated solution merging structural, process, and mathematical models into one holistic toolset. This framework isn't theory left on paper. It's a practical playbook for enterprises aiming to genuinely optimize, not parts, but the whole system from tech to people to contracts. Surprising, practical, and powerful. Back in that noisy Moscow enterprise, chaos yields to clarity once you stop only tweaking parts. Mikhail and Dmitry show us that your enterprise is alive like a complex organism. You can't just tune the engine parts individually and expect a race win. Try this. Next time you solve a problem, zoom out and ask how it fits the whole system. Small shifts there might just improve everything. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.